Hello everyone. I hope everyone are doing fine. So let us see the topics which you need to cover in the course of Python. So today we are going to learn about control statements in Python. So there are three types. That is, first one is sequential statement, another one is selection statement, and under selection statement we'll be having these things: simple if else, nested if, and if else. Okay, and the next topic which we are going to learn is iterative or repetitive statement. Okay, so let us see what are the things we need to cover, and let us also do many programs today related to these topics. So these are the course outcomes which you guys will be able to do once you complete this course. Okay, so the next thing is control statements in Python. So the control flow of a Python program is regulated by conditional statements, loops, and function calls. Okay, so conditional statements we are going to learn today, and we are also going to learn loops, and we will also be learning function calls in the further course. Okay, so let us see what is conditional statements. Python has three types of control structures, that is sequential, selection, and repetition. So the uh, code which runs without any selection or repetitive statement is called sequential. Sequential is nothing but that is default thing. It the code works line by line, right? I have told you what is an interpreter. Python is an interpreter based language, so it runs line by line code and it debugs the errors. Okay, and if the no error is found, the code will be run successfully. And if you put any controls, that is any conditions like selection or repetition, and selection is used for decisions and branching, and repetition or is nothing but iteration is used for looping. Looping is nothing but repeating some set of statements. Okay, so we'll be seeing all these things. So let us see what is sequential statements. Sequential statements are a set of statements whose execution process happens in a sequence. So the problem with sequence statement is that if the logic has broken in any of the lines, the complete source code execution will break. So I hope I know you guys are confused. So let us see them one by one so that you guys will be clear. So first, let us see selection or decision control statements. So this one is nothing but sequential statements, that is default mode. Okay, so now let us come to the topic, that is selection or decision control statements. In Python, selection statements are also known as decision control statements, right? Or just branching statements. So there are four types of decision control statements, that is simple if else, nested if, and if else. Okay, so basically what these four things do is, for example, simple if, and if you're having one condition and if the condition is satisfied, the statements under the if block will be executed, or else nothing will be printed. Okay, so let us see what is the definition given here. If statements are control flow that help us to run a particular code, but only when a certain condition is satisfied. Okay, so if the given condition is satisfied, so then the statements under the if block will be executed, or else the statements will not be executed, nothing will be printed. Okay, simple if has only one condition to check. Okay, and this is the structure of simple if. That is nothing but first we will be having condition. Okay, so and if the condition is true, what will it do? It is pointing to downwards. What it is doing? It is conditional code. Conditional code is nothing but the statements, the Python code which is under if block. Okay, and next thing is, if the condition is false, it just goes down here. That is nothing but nothing will be printed, and the final output will be generated, and the output window will be empty, right? So now let us see an example of simple if. Open your Visual Studio Code and open a new file, and let us save this one, and let us create a new folder first. Let us name it as control statements, right? And let us name the file as simple if.py. Okay, so now the Python the code is ready. I mean the base Python is ready. So now let us see what we're going to do. So let us take just an example. For an example, let us take x equal to 5. Okay, and let us give a condition now. If x is greater than 2, we need to print some statements. Okay, so let me write inside the comments. I have already told you what is a comment. It will not be executed. It is for user comfort. Okay, so we can write anything on inside in a line if we put hash at the start. Okay, so let me write the condition here. Condition: if x is greater than 2, then print, okay, then display hello. Okay, so if x is greater than 2, then display hello, or else do nothing. So let me explain you the syntax and how you will print that one. What you're going to do is use if keyword, that is nothing but if space, and we need to write the condition here. What is the condition which I have given here? X is greater than 2. Just give a space, x greater than 2, and put a colon. Put a colon here, and after that what you're going to do is go to the next line. It will be auto indented. That is nothing but Python follows indented blocks. That is nothing but you cannot just go down here and write anything. Okay, so it follows indented blocks. That is nothing but if you put a colon here, once you press enter, you will be automatically given the perfect place for writing the code inside the if block. Okay, for example, if you're not getting it, if you're getting the cursor here, just press tab. Okay, tab key in on your keyboard. It will be given onto the correct space. Okay, so we must follow indentation inside the Python code. Indentation is nothing but proper spacing. Okay, so if x is greater than 2 colon, and what is the thing we need to do? Display hello, right? Print and put apostrophes, and inside that one print hello. Okay, I hope you guys got it. So let me save the program and let us try to run it. It is being run. So we got the output hello. It is being printed. First we have given x equal to 5, and after that we have given a condition that if x is greater than 2, then display hello. And what is our x here? X equal to 5, right? It is 5, right? So 5 is greater than 2. It is correct. Yes, it is true. Since the condition given is satisfied, the statements under the if block will be executed. How you will identify what are the statements are inside the if block? That is nothing but indentation. Okay, so the tab space which we are giving here determines the statements which are inside and which are outside of the if block. Okay, so you can write multiple statements here. Just you can also write another statement, print this is second line, and just control plus s, that saves the program, and go to top right and run it. And this is hello, and we also got this is second line. Okay, so you can write multiple statements inside a if block. There is no limit to that. You can write any number of statements. Okay, so this is if, and this is simple if. Okay, let me explain you again so it will be clear for you guys. So first I have taken x equal to 5, and we have taken a condition that is if x is greater than 2, then display hello. And what is the syntax we need to follow? First we need to write if and give a space, and after that one write the condition, and after writing the condition just put a colon here, colon. Okay, and after that one what you're going to do? Just write inside the if block, that is go down and press tab. You will be given proper indentation, and in that one you need to write this one. You can write any number of statements. Okay, and for example, let me change the condition. If x is greater than 10, let us keep, what is our x? Our x is 5, right? And 5 is greater than 10. Is it correct? No, it is not correct. So let us see what it will print. It is printing nothing. See, it is just being run successfully, but it's not printing anything. Why it is not printing anything? Because the given condition is not satisfied. 5 is greater than 10. Is it correct? No, it's not correct. That's why these two statements are not being executed. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is a simple if. That is nothing but only one if will be there, and along with if, one condition will be there, and if the condition is satisfied, then the statements under the if block will be executed, right? And next thing is, let us go to the next one, and after that one we are having if else. Okay, so if else is just an extension to the simple if. In simple if we'll be having only if and if else, and in the if else we'll be having if And if the condition is not satisfied, we'll also be having a else. That is nothing but if the given condition is not satisfied, then the statements inside else block will be executed. Okay, so we'll also be seeing a program. If you guys have not understood, just don't worry and just follow. Okay, and let us see the structure of if else. And here is a test expression. Test expression is nothing but a condition. Okay, and if the condition is true, then the statements under the if block will be executed, right? And if the condition is false, what was happening? Else block statements will be executed. Okay, so let us open Visual Studio Code and let us open a new file. Control plus N and Control plus S gives us the provision to save the program. And let us write if else.py. If else.py, right? And now let us take one more example. So let us take x equal to 5, y equal to 2. Okay, and what we're going to do is if x is greater than y, put a colon, press enter, you will be given proper indentation. I'm already repeating what will happen if you don't have proper indentation. You will be getting errors. Okay, so if for example if you go here and press enter, I'm getting proper indentation, right? And if you're not getting that one, just go back and press tab on your keyboard. It will give proper indentation. Okay, so if x is greater than y, let us print something. Print this is if block. Okay, and let us put else. Now we have seen the else block, right? Else print this is else block. Okay, so let us try and run it. This is if block. Okay, so what is happening is I have taken two variables and stored numbers in that one, and in x I have stored 5 and in y I have stored 2. Okay, and I'm giving a condition here. If x is greater than y, then print this is if block. Okay, so the condition is satisfied, so the statements under the if block will be executed. Okay, or else if the condition is not satisfied, the statements under the else block will be executed. What is else block? Just put else and put a colon, and with the proper indentation write a print statement or anything you want to do. Okay, so this is else block. So I hope you guys got it. What is happening here? And if we run this program, we are getting the output. This is if block. Why we are getting that one? The given condition is x is greater than y, 5 is greater than 2. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. That's why this statement is being executed. And let me show you what happens if the condition is false. Let us take y equal to 20 now. X is 5 and y is 20. What is the condition? X is greater than y. Is 5 is greater than 20? No, it is not, right? It is false. So that's why this statement will be executed. So let us try to run this one. Yes, this is else block. So if the given condition is not satisfied, this statement will be executed. If the given condition is satisfied, then this block will be executed. Okay, so what we are doing is if the given condition is satisfied, then statements under if block are executed. Okay, if condition is not satisfied, then statements under else block are satisfied. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is if else, and we have seen simple if and we have also seen if else. Okay, so now let us see what is the next thing. So the next thing is nested if. Nested if is nothing but nested if statements are an if statement inside if statement. Okay, so there will be if statement and inside if another if will be present. Okay, so let us see the structure now. Structure of nested if. So Just a minute. Okay, this is right. So first we are starting our program, and if condition will be there. If if the condition is failed, for example, if the condition is false, then execute else statements. That is nothing but the statements under the else block will be executed. But if the given condition is true, and if the given condition is true, we need to meet another condition. That is nothing but if statement inside if statement, right? Nested is nothing but, so we will be having, sorry, this is not x, this is s. Another condition will be there, and if the condition is met, execute elif statements, or else false, then execute else statements. Okay, so there is no need to worry. I will explain the code. I will explain you guys with the code so that you guys will understand clearly. And what will you do is just open a new file now. After opening a new file, just save it, and let us save it as nested if.py, and let's just open the file. And after opening the file, now what we're going to do is we need to write nested if, right? So let us take three numbers now: x equal to 3, y equal to 2, and z equal to 1. Okay, so we have taken three numbers, that is x, y, and z. So now let us write if nested if. That is nothing but, first let us write if x is greater than y. First I will write the code, and after that I will explain you guys line by line. Okay, print x is largest. Let me just copy this thing. And let me just edit all this. I'm really not. We also don't need this statement. Y and y. Next we'll be having y is largest, and we'll be having z is largest. So let us try to print x is largest. So this is the program to find the largest of three numbers. Okay, so we will be using an extra keyword. We have seen what is if, and we have seen what is else. Okay, so we'll be using elif. That is nothing but if the condition, if this is not satisfied, and we are having more than one condition. So for example, if the given condition is not satisfied, so it will check for second condition, elif is nothing but if the given condition is not satisfied, it won't execute the statement under else block directly. First it will check the second condition which we provided. Okay, so first x equal to 3, y equal to 2, and z equal to 1, and we have given a condition if x is greater than y. X, what is x? 3. 3 is greater than 2. It is correct, right? And inside the if block, we are having one more condition. What is that? X is greater than z. For example, x is greater than y, 3 is greater than 2, and we are checking one more condition: x is greater than z. 3 is greater than 1, right? It is correct, right? So if this statement is also satisfied, this statement will be executed. Okay, so 3 is greater than 1, so we are taking an indentation, proper indentation, and we are printing x is the largest number. Or for example, let us assume that this statement is failed. This condition is failed. X is not greater than y. Then what it will do is it won't check for the inside condition. It will directly go for the elif. That is, what is that? If y is greater than x. If y is greater than x, then it will check one more condition. If y is greater than z, then we'll print y is largest. And for example, if both as this condition is failed, if x is greater than y is failed, y is greater than x is failed, what it will do automatically? It will automatically print z is the largest number. Okay, so if both of these statements are not satisfied, then automatically z will be the largest number, right? So this is nested if. Okay, so if, elif, and else will be used here, and we are also using an inside one. And the next thing is if elif else. So we have already seen what is if elif else. That is nothing but if you are having more than one condition, then we will be using if elif else. Okay, so now let us do a program with a user input, and we'll be doing the program on if elif else. So let us open it, and let us try to run the program now. So let us try to save the program. That is if elif else dot py. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let us take a user input now. So let us take x equal to int of input. We have already seen the input statement, right? So write enter any number, and let us do the same for y. Int input, enter another number. So why we are putting int here? Because by default the data type of input statement is string. So I have already explained you guys what is typecasting. Typecasting is nothing but converting a data type into another data type. Since we are taking a number, so I am typecasting them directly into an integer. Okay, so we have successfully written the code for taking two inputs for two numbers. So now let us try to write if, elif, and else. And I'll also take one more one. Input, enter the. So what will you do is if x mod 2 double equal to 0, let us print x is even number. Mod is nothing but it will give us the reminder, right? And if any number is divisible by 2 and if the remainder is 0, then it is automatically an even number, right? So if x mod 2 double equal to 0, x is an even number. And let us also write, okay, first let me explain the mod. So we actually don't need 3 numbers for that one. Let us directly write something. What is x here? 3. 3 mod 2 is not equal to 0, right? That is nothing but 3 divided by 2. What is the remainder? 1. And is the condition is equal to 1? No, it is not, right? So that's eliminated. So what will you do is, let us come back to if elif else. If x is greater than y, and we can use, right, x is greater than z, and is nothing but that is used for multiple conditions. Print x is largest. So if x is greater than y and x is greater than z, then automatically x is the largest number between these. So elif is nothing but one more condition, that is y is greater than x and y is greater than z. Then what is the largest number? Of course, y is the largest number. Y is largest. Or else, that is nothing but if x is not the greatest and y is not the greatest, what is the third thing? The only possibility is z is the largest number. Just write else and write z is largest number, and let us save it and let us enter first number. What is the first number? Let us take 1, another number 2, another number 3. Z is the largest number. What is the z we have taken? 3. And what are the x and y values? X equal to 1 and y equal to 2. So I hope you guys understood what is simple if, what is if else, what is nested if, and what is if elif else. Okay, simple if. Let me revise you guys quickly. Simple if is nothing but only one condition will be there. If the condition is satisfied, then the statement under the if block will be executed. And next thing is if else. If else, for example, if you are given with a condition, if the condition is satisfied, then statements under this if block will be executed, or else the statements under the else block will be executed. And if elif else is nothing but if else only, but with an added condition. That is nothing but if you are having one or more condition, then you guys will you need to use if elif and else. Okay, and nested if is nothing but if statements inside if statement. Okay, So this is if statement, and we are having one more if inside that one. Okay, so I hope you guys understood, and we'll be seeing loops in our next class. So I hope everyone understood this topic, and if you guys have any doubt, don't forget to ask us, and we'll be assisting you. Okay, thank you.